Hi everyone and welcome to my place. Who knew about the Day of the Dead, celebrating the souls of those who have passed? Well, I didn't until I started to get a few requests and I thought, what is this Day of the Dead? And then when I investigated, I thought, you know what a great idea. And I just want you to know that of all the people that I know that have died, not one of them have come back to say to me, Astar, you're going to love it, it's fabulous. They don't want to come back because maybe this is the hell on earth or the horrible place to be. But anyway, it's not about talking about death, it's about celebrating those souls that have passed over, and I think it's wonderful. And when I wasn't researching, I thought, that was the day of my mother's birthday. What a great way of honouring her soul and the beauty of her essence. So let us just get right into it and let me just share what I have gathered together. Now this is the one that I have done in advance and I think it's, look at that, how cute is that? I don't know that I'm keen on the scale, but when I think of Halloween, none of us really give a toss about, you know, skeletons and skulls piling the porch, do we? So I thought, okay, let's just do it. I didn't really like it plain like this, so I've taken to it and embellished it. So let me just share how I did that. Now these are just cheap and cheerful plastic things. They cost a couple of bucks, and then I have found some of my rub-on transfers that I thought would be quite nice, and I've also got some little jewels that I'm going to further embellish. These things here, which are really appliques from Simplicity that you put onto frocks or to garments to just take them to a new level. So I've just used some of the little wee sparkles here and just glued those on. Even though they say that these are self-sticking, it is not the truth. They come off. Trust me, I know from moving it that they do. So that's going to be one of my embellishments. If you can't get the rub-ons, you can always find little stickers that the kids love to play with, which I thought we could use. But anyway, I just want to show you that I've demonstrated this before with the rub-on transfers, and it's just a matter of cutting them out and then just applying them, and then usually they just come straight off, but if they've been lying around for ages, they're a little bit harder to get off, so you might just have to get in there and just give it a good rub up. But you'll know that it's rubbing through when you look at it, and the top piece of the paper becomes transparent. Another little tip from me, when you are applying these rub-ons to a rounded surface, it's a little bit more difficult than what you imagine, so a little bit of care needs to be done. But anyway, that can just go to one side and we'll just move on, get rid of all of this, and let's get on to the flowers. Now I'm going to do a wreath because the wreath to me is like the eternal circle of life, and that's what I thought would connect in quite well. So here we have over here a wreath. The dried wreath, the grey wreath would have been better, but I couldn't find one of those, so we won't worry about it. But look how quick and easy this is. And the other thing that I really, really loved about this whole process was the beautiful colours and the oranges and the yellows and the marigolds and all of those beautiful golden flowers, which were all around, I would say, because it was the Aztecs that did this. They all sort of start the sunflowers and the marigolds and things like that, they would have been in flower at that time. So it's just an easy process of just, look, you don't even need to be too careful about this, but just sticking these in. These I got from I think you guys call them the Dollar Tree in your side of the world, but these were just from our, $1, $2 and $3 shop, which I just thought were the most marvellous flowers to be sticking into here. And it's just evenly just positioning your flowers all the way around. I'm using a cake spray, or a cake plate to put these onto, which I'll share in due course. But it's just like the brighter the colours, the better it is. And the other thing that I found really interesting was, so the Aztecs did it first, and the Druids used to do it, which was always the end of their harvest, the beginning of their winter, when the light was changing and they were scared that those that had passed over would come back to them. Then the Christians got involved and they changed it to All Saints Day, and it's also the same day as the celebration of the Day of the Dead, which, isn't that just great? Who would have thought that we could have a day we should just be actually remembering all those that have passed over. And I also don't think that it should really be such a sad occasion, because we're all going to die, aren't we? We are. And I think that that's my whole philosophy since we've gone through COVID, has been to let's just suck every ounce of pleasure out of every day, and if I can't find anything pleasurable, I go seeking it, because I think that that's what life is all about. But how easy is this? Just circling the wreath. The brighter the colours, the better it is. And I've got 2 red hot chilies here that I thought would be just fabulous. Now, over here, I'll just get rid of that. They'll put that onto there. Oh, that fell out. We'll just push that into there. The other thing that I wanted to do was to put some lights in, and I love these. I wanted to get some more sunflowers, but unfortunately I couldn't find them. But I just think that the way that they do their graves, and they've got all that lovely colour and brightness and really celebrating it, is quite lovely. So here we have it. So what I've done here is I've just put onto this cake stand, hold on, let me just show you. I've used a cake stand here, but you could also use something like this and put your flowers. I've got that onto a tray, but that onto there. I just felt that lifting it up was quite a nice way of approaching Halloween, and not Halloween, because we do Halloween all the time, don't we? But to be doing something too, and then putting that onto there, just to lift that up like so. How cool is that? And I'll put that there and we'll finish that. And then I thought that for my mother, I would just have that, because I have photographs of their mothers. I thought we could just have that there, and I'll burn some candles, and won't Mum just love that from wherever she is in the world, in the heavens, having a wonderful time. Hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed sharing it with you, and I look forward to seeing you again another day.